So you're probably still asking yourself, how could a nurse make this kind of error, even with those other contributing factors that we just talked about? Well, what you need to know about this nurse is this is a nurse with significant experience. In fact, over 15 years in this particular unit. This is the unit preceptor, the one that you want all the new graduates to go to, the one that you go to ask questions. This was the go-to team member, the one that you really wanted on your shift when you were afraid something was going wrong with your patient, the nurse that you would go to say, please come help me. You also need to know how emotionally distraught this nurse was after this happened. She did not remember it happening and could not believe that she did it wrong after all of those years of doing it right. And that, again, if you think back to automatic mode, is the hallmark of an automatic mode error. And this is a picture of Zoe. Zoe was in the intensive care unit, and accidentally a nurse put a feeding in the PICC line. Zoe did not die from the event, but Zoe is alive today and having seizures, and her mother wants you to know that every day she worries about Zoe having the seizures, and every day she thinks about what happened. For Zoe and for the other nurse, we need to make the change in the industry and understand how these happen. The last story I have to share with you is the story of Robin and Addison. And this story was told to us by Robin's mother. Robin's mother is Glenda. Glenda's been an obstetrical nurse for years, and Robin is her younger daughter. In July 17th of 2006, Robin was admitted to the hospital for intractable pain and dehydration. Because of the error that happened to Robin, she died the next day on July 18th of 2006. Robin was 35 and a half weeks pregnant at that time. Robin's obstetrician had done several sonograms to check the growth of the baby, and they found out it was a girl. Robin, by this time, was having nausea and vomiting daily, but was so happy. Even though she was in pain, she was thrilled to be having a baby girl, and it didn't take very long for her to settle on the name. This baby would be Addison Page. About this time, Robin's doctor decided to put in a peripherally inserted central catheter, or PICC line, for IV access and to start TPN. Robin tried very hard to manage her TPN at home, but it was very difficult to manage with the pain. She was trying everything she could do to stay out of the hospital. Her son Jarek turned 3 years old on July 15th, 2006. By this time, Robin had lost over 50 pounds, and she was admitted to the hospital late on July 16th. On July 18th, Robin's mother got to the hospital about 1 o'clock. Robin was in the shower. She often took showers when she was in pain. She said it helped. And when she got out of the shower, she said, "Something's wrong, Mom. I'm really short of breath and everything hurts." The nurse came in and asked Robin why she was so short of breath. Robin didn't know. They had run a monitor strip earlier in the day. It was still on the monitor, so the mom looked at it. And being an OB nurse for so many years, she'd seen quite a few fetal monitor strips, and everything looked like it was fine. Robin became progressively worse and short of breath. The nurse noticed then that a feeding had been connected to the intravenous line. Robin was pronounced dead at 8:32 p.m. on July 18th of 2006. Robin, who always had a smile on her face, was always laughing, and loved her babies, was gone. And we ask ourselves, how could something like this happen? The systems that were put into place to protect Robin had failed, time after time. If we had fixed this problem before, Robin and Addison would be alive right now, and I would not be sharing this story with you. So what do we do now? Well, what we have done now is put together an expert panel that put together a practical approach to safe enteral feeding at the bedside, the Be Alert campaign. The Be Alert campaign is a collaborative initiative between Nestle Nutrition and the American Society for Parenteral and Enteral Nutrition to promote safe enteral feedings. Be Alert acronym includes 5 easy steps to assist the nurse in administering enteral feedings more safely at the bedside, and it's designed to minimize the risk of adverse events that are associated with serious harm when misconnections occur. This is a copy of the Be Alert poster that's available free to you, and you can post it in the clinical areas as a reminder of the 5 different levels of safety that are emphasized in the poster. The first is that we always keep an aseptic technique when we're working with feedings, that we label all equipment that have to do with feedings or any other infusions, that we elevate the head of the bed or increase it to 30 degrees, and that we always have the right patient, the right formula, the right tube, and we trace all lines at all times with the tubing back to the patient. So here's where you can get a Be Alert poster. The PDF is available on the Aspen website, and this is it. And also you can contact a Nestle Healthcare Nutrition District Manager, or you can call the call center at the number listed here. Healthcare is a high-risk industry. The systems that were put into place in our high-risk industry to protect Robin and protect Addison and protect Zoe and protect the other baby and the other example we gave fail time after time. No one person intended, however, to hurt any of these patients, but we have many examples now of how this can happen. We must be alert and use all we can to prevent errors in the future. James Reason, the famous cognitive psychologist who studies errors, says it this way: humans are fallible. We can't change the human condition. We will always have the potential of making an unintentional error. But we can change the conditions under which humans work, and in healthcare, we can design systems to protect our patients.